Hi, all chess goodies, and welcome to day 55. That's it. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk a bit later, but yeah, maybe even now while waiting for an opponent. I apologize for not streaming yesterday because, well, I was actually not really satisfied with the way I played the day before. If you've seen that, well, I lost a lot, so that was quite harsh, and I needed a day off to shake it off. And yeah, now I'll stream. Yeah, so knight c3. This is Leventhal Kalashnikov propagation. So a6 b5. Yeah, knight d5. And now you can play knight f6 until you get the Svashnikov line. Or you can go for these moves. I'll play knight e7. It is less common move. But I actually already played it in one classical game. Oh, okay, bishop e3. That's fine move, but the main move is pawn to c4. That's actually what you want to get. And now, I'm not actually sure. I'll just count quickly. But yeah, I think I should just be able to take the knight. If pawn takes, then it should be fine, even though c4 will come anyway to destroy this structure, I guess. And if queen takes, then I should have bishop e6. If queen c6, bishop back to d7. And now queen b7 or queen back to d5, I assume. But I think that both of these moves are just okay. And I should continue with these two moves and try to get my king to safety. That should be all right. And yeah, I've already played this position. All very similar position in a classic game, so yeah, I'm feeling confident here. And okay, queen b6 is going for the trade, but I'm pretty sure I can just leave it as it is. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just develop the knight and attack the bishop. Now I can recapture back with the rook and be completely fine. Hitting the pawn. f3 played okay. But now I might even be able to play d5. Yeah, that honestly seems pretty good because I don't... The main issue in Svashnikov and Kalashnikov is this backwards d pawn. So I might as well just push it. I would hit the bishop, open up the d file where I already have a rook. I could trade there, yeah, I mean, it has to be good, even though you might say that I already played d6, so I wasted a move, let's say, but yeah, at this point, it feels that black should even be better. Not much, but I think so. Now, bishop b6, not even possible to hit the rook. And then, yeah, there's a check as well. But c3 would be impossible, I think. Yeah, I think it would. In that case, I will give that check and force the king to go either e2 to block the bishop, or to d1 to block the rook, and also go under my rook. And this, yeah, this position seems already pretty great. I could take the knight and mess up the pawn structure. It all depends on my taste, I would say, at this point. But the knight currently has nowhere to go anyway. So yeah, I'll just go here. Put pressure on the c2 pawn, activating the bishop even more. And yeah, creating this. So bishop comes to blockade, okay. But this should not be working. Because I can just play knight f4. Maybe after knight f4 is that bishop b6. Also having e1 under control. Yeah, I think that knight f4 is a brilliant move. If bishop there, I just can play rook d7. Yeah. I'll go for knight f4, and I should be winning at least a pawn, but the king is extremely weak. I can castle whenever I want to. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my position. If I would have my king castled and then the rook on e or the c file, then I would say that my pieces are perfectly placed. So it's not far from that. And if you look at white's pieces, the rooks aren't doing anything, the knight anything at all. Bishop is pinned. This bishop is probably the best piece, which is really sad. And yeah, I just wanted to say that this might already be a resignation territory. Hopefully my camera isn't lagging too much, I've just noticed. But no, no, it is already fine, I think. So okay. Nice game to start the stream with. And as well, I'm going to say that I'm not sure whether or not I will stream tomorrow. Because, yeah, starting on Saturday, I'll be playing a week-long chess tournament, which will take quite a lot of energy from me, and will, well, I'll simply have to focus on that quite a lot. So I don't think I'll stream at all. But after that, I'll have plenty of time for about over a month. So in that case, I will probably even set like a proper time to have streams. It might be quite a time shift, so be prepared. And okay, what do I do in this position? That it is likely that it will be a few hours earlier than I usually stream now. Okay, and do you remember this? I think that here you gotta give a check. Yeah, you need to take advantage of that. And now you take the bishop there. That's how you do it. And now, do I want to trade queens and force king to come forward? Would that be really advantageous? Bishop e6 can come. No, it can. It can come. So in that case, I might want to take and then develop the knight and castle. Yeah, okay, I'll try that. Maybe d3 would be better, but yeah, okay, I'll have to go for d3. I was not sure about d3 by black. But yeah, now I'm not really in time to castle, which is not a great thing, but at the same time, if I get the bishop out, which I am able to do, then king on d2 won't be actually that bad. Yeah, I think that this is pretty fine. To put the king on d2. And yeah, I wanted to play knight d2 and castle short, but I really was not sure what was happening after pawn to d3. Yes, it would be a pawn sacrifice. But the double d pawn would not be a very good pawn to have. F2 pawn is hit. How can I defend? I think that, yeah, knight h3 should be the best way to go about this. Just defending there, I can go back to f4 with this bishop with check and maybe even take that knight. Even though right now I don't want to do it, I would have beautiful bishops. At the same time, it might get harassed by pawns. And I cannot go back to d2. Which is the worst thing about the fact that there is a king. The thing is that I cannot put there a bishop. Which I might just want to. And yeah, I need to counter the rook. On the e file. Now if rook takes, would I take back with the rook and sack the h2 pawn? Okay, my opponent is not going for it, at least not yet. But I think that it is a possibility as a thing to do. So am I going to give this check now? King d7, pretty much forced. And then I might play knight g5 myself. Yeah, okay, I'll give this check. Maybe knight d5 is a thing. But maybe it's not as well. Yeah, king d7, here it is. And now what if just knight g5? If takes, rook f1. Hitting everything on the f-file. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm just not entirely sure if the knight gets hit and then the bishop gets hit. That might not be working out. But f3 is working. Because I really don't like the knight on g4. And this really should be working. Yes, and it is. It is working. In that case, I should have gone for that immediately. Even though it blocks my bishop, I hope just temporarily. I just really need to keep that knight away, and then life will be easier in this game. Okay, 95. 95. Okay. I might try to double up as I think about it. Like, what is my opponent actually gonna do to me? Maybe c4. But I can always just take, I think. Knight g5. Knight g5 to e4. Or knight f2, but that would be doing quite the same thing. But no, I actually... Yeah, it might be a bit more passive. Also g4, interesting idea. Huh. Right now, I have quite a few interesting moves. So I could take and then knight f4, hit the bishop. Oh my gosh, now I'm spoiled for options actually. But yeah, I'll choose knight f2. About a minute long think. Not ideal. f6. Okay. I can take, and if knight takes, then play f4. Or I could play just knight e4. But no, there is g5. I'll take. I'll simplify it a bit, even though bishop is nice. It will be a bit easier to play without that loose bishop that would get harassed by the horde of pawns. If pawn takes e5, then... Okay, knight takes. That was the move I was expecting. And now pawn to f4. That's why I want to f2 with the knight to defend g4, even though it's still possible to go there. I don't think my opponent wanted to risk that. And now, okay, I'll play knight e4. And we get this trade that I personally really enjoy. Because this position is not position, even though I think the position is nice as well. But I wanted to say that the bishop is pretty powerful. Unfortunately with this, I won't be exactly able to keep the bishop there. Maybe pawn g4. Yeah, let's play that. I really want my bishop to remain on e4 and double up on the e file. That's the plan right now. Also against this g6, there's h4, h5. But g4 was played with the intentions to prevent f5 from coming. And I want to avoid playing f5 myself for quite some time because it would give an excellent outpost on e5. So I think I should keep it just as it is. I'll double up on the e file, as I said, and hard to say whether it's winning, but I feel like it should be slightly better for white, aka me in this position. Wow. But is maneuvering the knight somewhere. I assume, yeah, it would make sense for it to be e6. Because it would attack f4. But how can I prevent this? There actually might just be no way. Other than protecting... Okay, I'm getting real down on time. Well, in that case, I'll play f5. I'll play f5 then. I want the knight to land here. And I will expect g5. If pawn takes, then bishop takes, of course. And if g5, my idea is h4. Yeah, it is. If pawn takes, rook takes, and this pawn is immediately hanging. And yeah, I'll open up another file on the king side. That's the plan now. And now the knight is actually not that slow. Maybe knight f7 is a move I haven't considered. Because yeah, I think knight f7 is a move you want to make. Yeah. That's a move I didn't want to see. But never mind, I'll go here and I'm attacking the knight. Maybe it's still fine though. I'm attacking the knight. Okay, here's a trade. My opponent can get the e-file under control. And I don't know where would I go. That's not so easy to say, to decide. Okay, rook comes there. So I can take the pawn, but then this. Okay, 2 minutes. I really need to look after the time. If I take, then I should be just perfectly fine. And yeah, that's what I think I'm actually going to do. If check, would it be beneficial? No, I'm gonna take and I'll go for that endgame. Because my rook should be much more active and I already have a passed pawn. This should be, at least should be, a risk-free endgame. Because yeah, I'll go here and put pressure on that pawn. Rook g7 was basically forced. And yeah, right now I'll march my king forward. Maybe I need to think it through a bit. Okay, king goes there, so I guess I don't need to. Guess I don't really need to. So king e4, that should make sense. And I think that this rook endgame might even be winning. Even though, yeah, all the games should be drawn, but this one got a big potential. f6 on the board. Not yet, but the threat is on the board. And yeah, I can just play it. And now the rook has to move and h7 will fall. Yeah, I don't know why my opponent just basically trapped his rook. This is such a bad position. Such a bad piece activity. There is also a7 pawn. Let's not forget about the queen side as well. But I would like to win it on the king side. So yeah, I'll give a check. And then is that winning? I think it should be, but I'll play it safe. Right now I'll block this way. Okay, I'll just play a3. This is possible. I'll just go up with the king. Can give a check like this, and then king e7. Okay, I trapped my rook a bit as well. Not gonna lie. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll actually go back like this. And yeah, I'll go after the G pawn, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. With 40 seconds, yeah, that is the only danger. That really is the only danger. I can throw in a nice check to avoid any tricks with check and then picking up my rook. Yeah, that's why I did that, exactly. Because if the king would have been there, then check and is not good. And yeah, now I can do this to support the pawn as well. 35 seconds, that should be enough. Because now it is fairly simple. You basically just push the f pawn. You got the rook protected. Yeah, that's all you need to do. And there's the resignation. There we go. Yeah, I'm really happy with how I evaluated and also played the rook endgame. But yeah, the very key thing was to actually evaluate that this resulting rook endgame, well, I went there with really nice chances. Let me just see what the computer thinks about it. Even though this is not the strongest one, but still, as the saying goes, all the rook games are drawn, but you can see it. This one, even though both sides have 6 pawns, it is just winning full white. Couple moves ago, like in this one, is there any trick? Yeah, it will take a while. Take a little while to load up. Nah, that there was not. The rook game was simply just winning because of the placement of the rooks and activity. That was really nice. So let's get the third game rolling. Okay, g6. Go for that, and then, okay, knight c3. Prepares e4, so if I want to stop e4, I need to play d5 now. Bishop there, so this is like the Jabava London. I think. Okay, is this a thing? I can play knight a6. But a6 just should be better, right? To prevent the knight from jumping there completely. e3. Yeah, this might I'll just play bishop g7 and then castle. Knight comes in, okay. Typical idea to put the knight there. But really, still. I can play c5. Or I can play just 97. Develop the bishop first. Okay, I'll go 97. Yeah, here comes the castle. Am I just gonna take c6 maybe? c6 would be really solid. Like really, really solid. Sorry about that sound. c5 is the normal move. Okay, let's be solid for now. I can play c5 later on. But I'm playing c6 with at least what I thought was an idea. And the idea was knight h5, but now I just realized it's not working. Because of that, great. At least I still haven't played it, so... And c6 is an improving move. most likely not the best one, because yeah, I played it with a concrete idea of knight h5, which doesn't work. But still, it should just be fine in these London type of games. It just should not be that terrible. Okay, a4. Opponent wants to play a5 and get nice spots here on the queen side. But I don't think I really care. I'll just go in with knight e4 as well. That should be good. Okay, knight takes, pawn takes, and I can clinch it with f5, so that's fine. Okay, am I capturing it with the bishop? Yes, I am. I should. And okay, my opponent wants some space, but that's fine. I was expecting that, and now, yeah, I wasted that move maybe a bit. Because c5 is a move. Like, definitely. Definitely it is. Okay, I'll play rook e8, maybe e5. But just maybe. Just maybe. Okay, with this... No, I don't think I really want to play e5. I'll just get this bishop to nice diagonal, and yes, I'm blocking this e-pawn, but it's gonna be that big of an issue. Okay, c4 might come. True is that the bishop is very nice to place there. And I would like to play queen c7, but I cannot. It's just quite a pain. But I'll play f5. I already set it up, so I might as well play it. And also, I should play on the king side, and my opponent will try to play on the queen side. That's logical. If you just look at the pawns, that's how it should be done. Queen d7. Yeah, I just queen d7. Defend the b7 pawn. My opponent wants to prepare c4 and d5. Pretty sure about that. I might want to prepare this. That would be excellent. So h6. Yeah, I'll just start going for that. And g5 I can play immediately. Bishop goes back to h2. Okay, that's fine. At least I hope. Okay, rook d8 cannot be bad. I can always play queen c8. Keep defending b7. I might draw, but how am I gonna try to win this? I don't know at this point. Maybe bishop f7 e5, but what I don't like about e5 is that we will trade these two bishops, which I don't really want to do. Okay, one thing I just realized. Queen c8. Okay, it is fine. There is bishop f7, but I wanted to say queen c8, bishop h5, rook f8, and queen takes, but yeah, it is just fine. But this thing is about bishop c7, I'm pretty sure. In that case, I will go queen c8 right now because of that. Yeah, queen c8 defense, I hope. Bishop c7 7, rook d7, bishop h5, bishop f7. Yeah, it is getting a bit shaky. That's what I was talking about, that I might hold, but in this exact position, I don't see a way to try to play for a win. Because, yeah, this breakthrough should be, not that, but just this one, should be just easier to execute than my f4. Okay, what will happen after this? Okay, I definitely want to move my king away in that case. But I don't know where. And it is always hard to tell. But I'll try king h7. I'll try king h7. But I really don't want to have my king on this diagonal, because once d5 and maybe some exchanges, bishop would come there, and that would not be really nice. Okay, I can play bishop g8, but bishop f7 should be better. Bishop f7, d5. I can always play just c5 after that. So I'll go bishop f7 and decide after pawn d5. If not pawn d5 now, I might even play e6. I really might. But maybe not. After d5, yeah, I would have the option of c5. Which feels like it's weakening my position a bit. Okay, queen goes there. Yeah, to further support d5 push. Am I gonna try e6? Yeah, okay, I am. I am gonna try e6. Because pawn d5 is really quite the only thing where I can do in this position as well. Maybe b4, b5. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a thing as well. That's a thing as well. So white can choose between these two things. Okay. Bishop e5. Yeah, I guess I'm playing bishop f8. Even though, yeah, it will give up this diagonal. No, yeah, really hard to decide. But this is not gonna do anything, actually. I have just realized it just is not. In that case, okay, I'll just try to double up on the d file. We're gonna trade here. Queen e5 check though, and if I go back, then queen f6. And is it an issue by any chance? I don't think so. I got queen d8. I got queen d8. Time situation 3 minutes against 5. Not the rest. Time situation to be in. Against queen f6, queen d8, yeah, I would go for that queen trade. I would go for it. Still, white's bishop should just be better. So I don't want to play rook d8 in that case. Yeah, I might want to try queen c7. Yeah, I'll try it. We'll see. Queen c5 is possible. But Queen d6 maybe? If I want a repetition, I feel like I should be able to get that. Or a queen trade. Yeah, repetition or a queen trade. Okay, Queen c5, here it is. But I mean, Queen d6, Queen b6, Queen c7. Right? Okay, but the time is really ticking down, so yeah, I'll just try. But it might feel like there is an escape on a7. Maybe. With the pressure against b7 pawn. But I'm basically already playing this one for a draw. 2 minutes against 4, okay, not too much has changed. 2-minute deficit. Okay, yeah, Queen c7. I'm really going to try hard for that queen trade, okay? Queen to b4. They want this. Yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. If c5, then I'm okay with c5. Like, definitely. And at this point, maybe queen e7 is quite fine. I would still, yeah, I like, okay, so we trade queens. But I started to like queen e7 at that point. Okay, yeah, in that case, I'll have to go back and I'll be defending quite a lot anyway. Okay, I'll bring the king closer to f6, most likely. But e5 is a breakthrough that I will definitely want to try to make. Yeah, and I'll actually just go for it. Yeah, I'll play e5. Should have just blitzed it out right away and not spent 18 seconds on that move. Still fine though. I'll get rid of a backwards pawn. Not a backwards pawn, but doubled pawn, and most likely create a backwards pawn. But I got weak b7 currently as well. But it is just one weak point, which I can defend with rook on the 7th rank. And there is pretty much no way to put more pressure against it. Okay, I'm gonna take. And then defend this way. Okay, I'm defending. I'll bring the king closer to d5. And now push here. Got my rooks defending. And there is nothing to do honestly on the queen side as long as I don't give up b7. And yeah, I'll just push this. Okay, but what do I actually do? Is there a way to make progress? Oh, at that point I should have played f3 like immediately. Oh, I'm so dumb. But I can do it. I can play it now. That's good. I'm stuck. Okay, I'll play e3. It is a pawn sack though. It is a pawn sack. But it's fine. Okay, this is a check, and then this. And then this. That's what I'll try. But come on, like, I'm so low on time. There's no way I made this. This is a draw, though. This really is a draw. Okay, in that case, I can try to go in. And then go back. The thing is will my opponent try to flag me or not? That's the big question. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just too afraid of the b7 pawn. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just going back to e4. I want to control the f file and the b7 pawn. The king is just cut off. This is the perfect placement. And okay, we got the draw by repetition. Oh, maybe at some point the rook and king was even better for me. It felt like... Yeah, this has to be a draw, but this position... It felt like... I simply have to control what is going to happen because there is simply nothing to create against b7, and it is actually winning, as you can see. I just mess it up. Yeah, this is fine. And now e3 is a draw. e3, wow. g3. Yeah, I saw the wrong pawn move. If there is g2 is fine as well. Followed by rook f4. Okay, hard to see, I guess. But yeah, 49 seconds. I think I'm gonna be fine with that. And yeah, actually, yeah, on just 3 games right now, and yeah, I'll end the stream here and see you in a week, actually, because yeah, I really won't be streaming during the tournament, so I'll take that week off. But after that, I really should stream at least a month straight, but I think it might be more than that. And I will inform you guys about the time when I'll stream, because I want to have a fixed time, and the plan is currently that it would be 2 hours per day. So that's it for today. I'm quite happy to get back on that with 2 wins and 1 draw. And yeah, see you in a week. Actually, to be exact, a bit more, 7th of July. And yeah.